The GDP growth in Kazakhstan has increased to 4.3% in the first 8 months of this year. According to the Kazakh Ministry of National Economy, one of the main factors of the economic growth is due to the higher foreign direct investments. The increase in investments is mostly observed in agriculture, construction, trade and infrastructure industries. The ministry also said that international rating agencies have approved Kazakhstan's sovereign credit rating at the level of investment attractiveness. Moody's has improved the forecast from stable to positive.
Экономический рост, который предполагался изначально Министерством национальной экономики, что
The Ministry of National Economy expected the economic growth at 3.8% for 2019. Today, based on the 8-month result, the economic growth is outpacing the forecasted level. In the last 2 years, investments are growing at a faster pace. Last year, the investments into the main capital in real terms have increased by 17.5%. In the first 8 months of this year, the overall investments rose by 10.7%.
Этого года они более чем на 10%, 10,7% растут.
Kazakhstan and France are planning to open a modern center for genetic location, which will be located in Kazakhstan. French cows are very in demand globally due to their quality. For example, the meat of Charolais cows weigh 750 kilograms on average. The Holstein cows, meanwhile, can produce up to 65 liters of milk per day.
Il est vrai que le but principal d'un
The main goal of the farmer who raises a Kazakh white-headed cow is to ensure the cow's weight gain. French breeds such as Limousin, Charolais and Blonde d'Aquitaine can be adapted to improve certain qualities of the Kazakh breed in order to make the meat last longer. The French breeds will improve the meat qualities and make it possible to make the cows gain 100 to 250 kilograms additional weight. Kyrgyzstan hosted a livestock exhibition. Sheep, rams and lamb breeds were showcased at the event. The Giselle sheep breed, which is the largest among the cultural breeds, was presented as well. The breed is widely distributed in Central Asia, mainly Uzbekistan and Tajikistan. In the last years, breeding this sheep is becoming popular in Kyrgyzstan. Bolot Kudaybergenov is one of the farmers who are involved in breeding of the livestock. I have recently taken part in the international contest in Kazakhstan. I won the 3rd place in the competition. This has influenced me to be here today and present the results of my work. Breeding the Giselle sheep in Kyrgyzstan is not new, since the sheep were bred in the republic during the period of Soviet Union many years ago. Kyrgyz Giselle sheep breeding is developing in a certain way. A huge amount of work has been done. The Kyrgyz genotype and phenotype that we are witnessing here is very admirable. I arrived here as a delegation from northern Kazakhstan with the goal to gain some experience and see the sheep. The sheep here are of high quality. Organizers said that the goal of the exhibition is to popularize the Giselle breed in Kyrgyzstan, but also create the opportunity to establish international cooperation. Tajikistan is increasing its export potential. Among the priority sectors of the export are agriculture, gardening, as well as viticulture. Every year, we achieve greater indicators. Harvest of fruit and vegetable crops becomes richer. Fruits, vegetables, and berries are shipped to markets and local enterprises. Recently, Tajikistan opened a plant for the production of soft drinks and the processing of fruits and vegetables. Up to 2,000 cans of canned fruits and vegetables are produced at the facility per shift. The products are planned to be exported to neighboring countries including Kazakhstan and Russia. Organic fruits and vegetables are brought to us. We also grow them in our garden. We carefully monitor the quality of the products and use new technologies in our operations. This farm continues to operate the old-fashioned way. Fruits and berries are grown, collected and dried by workers themselves. We cooperate with this farm. We send local fruits and dried fruits to the Sugut region. From there, the products are then brought by Russian buyers. Meanwhile, more than 100 tons of dried fruits are harvested annually for export in Muminabad district in Tajikistan. The country plans to use international best practices to increase its export. Wildfire continues to rage on Greek island of Zakynthos. Residents of the village near the wildfire have been evacuated. More than 100 firefighters, backed by fire engines, were dispatched to fight the fire. Authorities have declared a state of emergency on the island. Strong winds have hit across Greece in the last 2 days. The winds have fanned the fire in the island. Last year, more than 100 people died due to the wildfire in Athens. Indonesia province of East Kalimantan is covered by thick blanket of smoke due to the wildfires. It is currently a dry season in the country where farmers burn forests in order to clear palm oil plantations that are used for the production of palm oil and paper. The increasing index of air pollution raises medical concerns for public health. The haze negatively affects air traffic and tourism. Cuba is facing acute fuel shortage due to sanctions set by America. The country is seeing long queues in gas stations and bus stops. There are less public transportation services in the streets. The fuel shortage may also cause the decline in exported food products. Authorities in the country have asked the citizens to be tolerant towards each other. Cuba is ensuring that the crisis after the collapse of Soviet Union in 1991 will not be repeated. Digital education will allow the economy of Kazakhstan to remain on the wave of competitiveness. The importance of introducing digital innovations in the system of teaching and training new specialists was discussed during the second Eurasian Forum on Quality Assurance in Education. The event was held in Nur Sultan and brought together over 170 experts from Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Moldova, Russia, Ukraine, the Netherlands and the UK.
If you want to be digital, you have to invest heavily in the infrastructure, in professionalization, in IT staff, and in your students. So it's a huge accomplishment if you are going to do that. But the presence here of so many people means that Kazakhstan is very much outward looking to the new possibilities that digitalization gives to the country.
Kazakh experts offer to introduce massive open online courses in Kazakhstan. Experts say that such an innovation will contribute to the creation of quality education.
Прежде всего, опыт цифровизации, я уже говорила, это открытые.
First of all, the experience of digitalization is the opening of online courses. In order to join this system, firstly, I think universities will start using blended learning. On the one hand, this allows reducing the costs of universities for teachers, while at the same time, each student is able to study at a pace that is convenient for him or her.
Студент может обучаться в том темпе, в котором ему удобно.
Innovative STEM laboratories will be built in all schools in Nur Sultan by the end of the year. Head of the Department of Strategy and Digital Technologies of the capital's Education Department, Jazira Asanova, said that in recent years, educational institutions are actively moving towards the usage of modern digital technologies. All schools are equipped with robotics program, while about 60% of schools are equipped with STEM education. We have now switched to kindergartens. Currently, we're actively resolving this issue, including sponsorship. We are intensively introducing the STEM education because we see that children have an interest for it. The 73rd school in the capital is considered as one of the most advanced schools. The learning lessons for children are not limited to only chemistry, mathematics, or physical education. In the classroom, pupils are also taught to create 3D objects, as well as entire virtual cities, build robots, and improve their logical thinking with the help of mathematical online games.
Біздің STEM лабораторияда керекті жабдықтардың барлығына жабдықталған. Ол жерде барлық оқушыға арналған ноутбук, жеке.
Our STEM laboratory is equipped with all the necessary equipment, such as machine tools, 3D printer, products for modeling robots, and computer equipment. The children are asked to dress in a special uniform, including aprons and glasses. They learn to apply scientific and technical knowledge in everyday life and develop critical thinking skills. They really like the classes.
Жоғары сыныптар көбінесе Arduino программасымен әртүрлі модульдармен жұмыс атқарады.
Innovative methods are also used in elementary classes. The bases of programming are introduced in a pilot mode, which is also developed as part of the Digital Kazakhstan project. The grand procession of the Golden Man in museums worldwide continues. The most outstanding historical heritage of Kazakhstan has arrived in Turkey. The Great Steppe History and Culture exhibition is opened at the Museum of Anatolian Civilizations in Ankara. Firstly, the rich historical heritage of Kazakhstan should be popularized through such exhibitions. On the other hand, it is very important to show the bilateral cultural relations between Kazakhstan and Turkey, because the Anatolian culture is very rich. There are different stages of the Turkish history. The Golden Warrior symbolizes the entire ancient and rich history of our people. Most importantly, these exhibitions, such as the Golden Warrior procession, provides more opportunities for the wide public to learn more about our country, about our rich traditions and our achievements. Currently, we're able to organize this interesting activity globally due to the support by the head of state. Museum of Anatolian Civilizations is the main historical museum in Turkey. To date, about 200,000 exhibits from different periods are stored in this museum, including collections from the Neolithic, Bronze Age, Ancient Greece, Byzantine and Ottoman empires. Tourists from all over the world come to see these exhibits.
I'm from Almaty, and I'm here I came from United States, and basically it's my first time visiting Turkey, and I'm with a tour from United States. So we came to this museum, and it was absolutely accidental, and I realized that, oh my God, I see the Kazakh flag. It's basically my country, and we just went and visit, and we see the beautiful exhibition.
Well, we don't know very much about Kazakhstan, so I mean that's educational from that standpoint to learn about Kazakhstan.
In total, more than 200 exhibits from the funds of the National Museum of Kazakhstan were presented at the exhibition. The valuable artifacts of the Kazakh people will be in Ankara until October 21st. The history of the Great Steppe was introduced in Poland. The Embassy of Kazakhstan and a library in Lublin Voivodeship organized an exhibition that is dedicated to great philosophers of Kazakhstan. Popular works of Kazakh philosophers and writers, as well as national clothes, jewelries, and musical instruments were showcased at the event, which was organized as part of the modernization of Kazakhstan's identity program. The Embassy of Kazakhstan donated a number of books to the library in Lublin. The goal of the exhibition is to present historical, cultural, and spiritual heritage of our country. The event also introduced the priority areas of political and socio-economic development of our country. The two-act Giselle ballet will be performed again on the stage of Astana Opera Theatre. This time, the legendary play of Adolphe Adam is presented in a new interpretation. The unexplored edges of the ancient fairy tale plot immerse viewers in the mysterious legend of Willis, the brides who died before the wedding. Based on the legend, the brides attract men, seduce, and murder them. Despite the fact that the premiere of the performance took place in 1841, the legend retold by Heinrich Heine has been touching spectators' hearts since the 2nd century. Altinay Asilmuratovna, ballet master and one of the best performers of Giselle, said that the ballet is complemented by her own style. The best choreographic and stage capabilities of the theatre are used in the performance. We grew up in the St. Petersburg Theatre, which has always been famous for preserving traditions, and we were raised on a very careful attitude to the classical heritage. That is why we all love Giselle. We have been waiting for a long time for the opportunity to stage this performance in the Astana Opera Theatre. Therefore, we put our heart and soul into it and worked very painstakingly hard with the artists, because we wanted to create this amazing atmosphere of romance.
Создать вот эту удивительную атмосферу романтики.